Months back when NASDAQ was at 15,000, I had told that I am looking forward to 11,000 on NASDAQ, and I have been repeating this on every week's analysis. This time NASDAQ has breached 12,000 levels and in fact has achieved 11,700. Now what is going to happen next week? We will try to see with the help of candlestick charts and indicators. And I am Ankit and welcome to you all to my channel. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Do not forget to press the bell icon. Those who are new, let me share that I provide my daily analysis on NASDAQ 100, Dow Jones, FTSE 100, Germany 40, India Index, as well as gold, silver, oil and natural gas as well. Daily I release my NASDAQ analysis, one early in the day with Asia session and next with the US cash session. So twice a day. Don't forget to press the bell icon and don't miss the daily analysis as well. Now let's start the day with the NASDAQ analysis. First we will try to see with the help of candlestick charts, followed with the indicators, and at the end I will be giving you the trading levels for next week. So do watch till the end. Now this is the weekly chart for NASDAQ, and if you see, it is critically achieved these levels at 12,000. In fact, went below this level. So this is the first support which is there. I had given this target long back. Now I will be looking forward to this, but it may try to bounce back or retrace back a bit before it tries to achieve this, and in fact it has to go well below these levels. But let's have a look what can be expected next week. So firstly we will try to see that these two candles specifically. Now these two candles are of importance because you can see these are inversely placed or inversely placed. You can see the previous candle was almost with a big shadow or upper shadow, and now this is a bigger lower shadow or tail here. So higher tail and lower wick, higher wick on the previous candles, and now the pivot is right now at around 12,500. So breaking 12,500, it is very much clear that it may try to bounce. However, there is a larger resistance. If it tries to even bounce back, there is a larger resistance here at 13,500 levels, which it must not break, and their first resistance at 13,000 levels itself. So breaking 13,000, we may see a rise. However, now look at this. If it may try to open flat, it may try to open flat and try to trade with a little drop. How low it can go? It can again try to breach below 12,000 levels and may try to bounce back. So this time I am looking forward to a higher lows and a higher highs. It may try to create this channel and trade within this zone. That is my expectation, but we'll see with the help of indicators. Also look at the candles behavior here for last few terms. You can see this was the drop retracement and this is a consistent drop. So is it the time for it to retrace back up a little before it tries to ultimately drop? Possible. And how high it can go? It can go till towards 14,000 levels. If it continues to rise from here, 13,800, 14,000 levels cannot be denied. It can try to achieve that in quick succession, but this is just an expectation. Let's see more on other time frames as well. On the daily charts, if you will find on the daily charts, now see, after this drop, this is the reversal sign, and now it is trying to trade with a reversal. Possibly if it crosses beyond this zone at 12,500, once it crosses beyond this zone at 12,500 next week, you can go long, and then it will try to give you higher highs, and possibly first target could be at around 13,000 and then 13,200 level. It may try to retrace back a bit over these levels, and in fact it can try to go well beyond these levels. If 13,200 is taken, one can expect that it is going to hit 13,500, 13,800 and 14,000 levels before it tries to drop again. But this is just an expectation. Let's have a look more closely on other time frames as well. Before we come back to the monthly candle, let's have a look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts too, see, on the 4-hour chart, this was the drop, achieved a bottom, and now the indicators on the 4-hour chart, will come back to the indicators, but however lower highs have already been seen. So from here, interesting to see the last two candles, hardly any move has been shown, and it is trying to create a pole and flag formation on the 4-hour charts, possibly breaking beyond 12,500. One can go long for sure. The next target is going to be 12,800, 13,000, and in fact it can try to hit 13,500 and plus levels before it looks forward to a drop. We have seen that earlier. At the same time, if it tries to break below this zone at 12,200, rather I will say 12,150, then yes, you can go short there. The next support level will be at somewhere here at around 11,900. It may try to give either higher lows and then bounce back. That is one possibility which I'll be looking forward to. Only breaking 11,700, one can expect that it is going to achieve 11,300 as well on the charts there. So this is what we can see on the weekly, daily and 4-hour charts. Now look at the monthly candle. See, the monthly candle has lot much of room for it to drop further. Now I don't expect that possibly it may try to turn green again and reverse this completely, and if it does, that will be a miracle. We will be all waiting for that it can try to hit this zone. But look at the previous three candles, almost lower highs have been seen and almost flat. One greener candle making it completely engulfed there in this last candle, and this candle opened below that, so indicating that we anyways going to see a drop, and 13,000 levels definitely could be a stronger resistance for NASDAQ 100. However, if you see the previous candle, 15,000, 13,000, 2,000 points, so this time 13,000 to almost 11,000 levels towards the end of the month can be expected. Now look at this, 11,000 on the monthly charts is a very strong support which I had talked about earlier, and it may try to achieve this zone, in fact try to break below, maybe this month or next month, but yes, this is very much possible that it is going to achieve these levels. So first support is already taken, 12,000, and now possibly this may try to come back in this zone. So I am again vouching for 11,000 levels, but I'll be looking forward to 13,000 levels, 12,800, 13,000 levels this week, and possibly a drop from there can be expected. And from there, if it tries to drop, it is going to be a sharp drop which will take it towards again 11,500, and towards the end of the month we might see 11,000 levels also. This is also very much possible. Now look at the indicators here. What does the indicators are indicating? So we have seen the charts. Charts are a possible reversal on minor time frames is being indicated. We know the levels to go long is about 12,500, where the next resistance at 12,800, 13,000 is there, and in fact 13,200 should be the highs which it can try to achieve on a daily or a weekly time frame, and from there in fact a drop again can be expected towards the end of the month. It can try to come back again towards 11,500 to 11,000 levels. So this is what so far we have seen on the analysis. Now look at the indicators here. Before we go ahead with the last monthly candle, let's have a look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts, see the 20 period moving average should give it a stronger support at 12,200 levels, and rather I will say 12,150 is a very good level to go short. Next week the next support level will come into picture at 11,900, and then below that we may see it dropping till towards 11,700 and below levels. On the upside, till the time it trades about 12,150, the next resistance is 12,500 and 12,600. It should not break this. If it breaks, then we will be looking forward to 12,800, 13,000 and then 13,200 levels. Now look at the 4-hour charts. The directional movement is has crossed over on a buy side, but it is trying to converge again, so I'll be watchful there. Also look at the 4-hour stochastic. This is overbought, hence a little drop cannot be denied. Look at the MACD. This is also wide diverse. See, firstly the MACD is trading on a sell side. It is below zero. It is trading negative. It is bearish. At the same time, it is trying to retrace back a bit. Possibly it may not try to get back into the buy zone, but from achieving the highs there, it can try to drop again. This is my expectation. RSI is running flat right now with an upward ascent. But look at the daily charts. On the daily charts, couple of observations. Trading at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, that is one part. Lower highs on the daily chart, that is second part. And the resistance here at 13,000 from the 20 period moving average. Then the 50 period moving average is 13,500, and above that we may see it hitting 14,000, 13,800, 14,000 levels also. That is going to be the next resistance. So on the daily charts, very clear that it may try to, even if it rises beyond 12,500, 600 zone, we may see a sharp rise till towards 13,000 levels. It is going to be a sharp reversal, and from there the drop can again start. That is my expectation for NASDAQ 100. Look at the daily charts. On the daily charts, it is trying to converge. Possibly a bullish crossover will make it rise again. And look at the daily stochastic. This was also oversold, trying to look back on the upside. And yes, MACD is trying to converge again. It is trading in the negative side of it. It is trading below the it is trading in the bearish zone basically, but it may try to converge for a little greenish movement, bullish movement, and then drop accordingly. Look at the RSI. The RSI was oversold. Now it is trying to look at the upside here. And on the weekly charts, if you look at, see, weekly candle also is trading below the Bollinger Bands. It tried to trade below the Bollinger Bands, but however got a stronger support and bounced back up nicely. At the same time, there is a stronger resistance at 13,500 from the 100 period moving average here. So these levels definitely should be watched out for. And yes, there is a crossover, and yes, anyways, NASDAQ 100 is trading below the 100 period moving average and far below 100 period moving average, indicating that it is mostly bearish here. Look at the 20 period moving average standing tall at 14,000 levels, and there is a crossover on 20 and 50 period moving average here, indicating near term bearishness here. And if you look at the directional movement, see how it is diverging, and it is divergent, indicating strong bearishness. And look at the divergence here, almost of the scale of 35-40 points. That is what it is being observed. And look at the stochastic on the weekly chart. This is oversold. See, remember, it has traded in overbought zone for months and ages, and it is now just 1 week or 2 weeks since it has come to oversold zones. However, there is a crossover, possible crossover, hence I will be watchful there. It can try to bounce back a little on the upside. MACD is wide divergent, and it is still indicating strong bearishness, and RSI is looking downwards, trying to get into oversold zone on the weekly charts. So this is what I am trying to say. Whenever it has turned overbought, it has tried to drop a little, overbought, dropped a little, and now it is near to oversold level. So I'll be cautious here with the. Now look at the monthly charts. On the monthly chart, 14,000 levels, 13,800, definitely a very strong resistance, and the support should come into picture at 11,000. So a possible break till 11,000 can be expected, and we might see NASDAQ 100 coming to 11,000 levels. Now look at the MACD here, the directional movement here. The directional movement is bearish here. First time it is trying to cross within after 2 years. After 2 years, it is trying to cross in a bearish side, and this is divergent, indicating the month is going to remain possibly bearish, and from here it must diverge continuously, indicating more bearishness on the charts there. Look at the stochastic. This is also trying to come back on the oversold side. See how many months it is traded in overbought levels, just a little drop, again rising, and now this time it is coming back to the oversold levels after ages. Now look at this. When did NASDAQ hit oversold levels? In the year 2009, in the year 2007-8, rather I will say, that was the time of recession when NASDAQ on the monthly charts has hit a oversold levels, and now after 15 years it is trying to come back to oversold levels. So this is appreciable, and yes, it is indicative of sharp bearishness. Also look at the MACD on the monthly charts. It is sharp bearish. The peak has been achieved, and probably from here it may try to, this month maybe it may try to achieve the highest, and from there it can try to converge a little. And look at the RSI too, was overbought, and look at this, for ages it has traded in this overbought levels, and now after 2008-9 again it may try to hit back at the oversold levels on the monthly chart. So I'll be watchful of that. I am again saying that NASDAQ may hit lows, further lows. There is lot much of room on NASDAQ for it to drop, and this time it is going to be slow and steady, so be cautious. But on the next week, if we talk about, I am going to give you the trading levels. So let's have a look at the trading levels for next week. And yes, before I give you the levels, do not forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Do not forget to join my Telegram channel, and yes, you can be also part of my mentorship batch. The next batch is starting soon in the first week of June, and the seats are filling fast. You can book your seats now. Reach out to me via Telegram or email for more details related to the mentorship session. Also, you can be part of my VIP signals group, where just by trading as per the signals you can ensure daily profits. Reach out to me for details. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Now let's have a look at where to go long. So first, I will recommend you to go long at 12,510. Next week, the nearest resistance is 12,600, then 12,800, and then 13,000 levels. And see, every 200 points there is a milestone for NASDAQ 100 still till 13,200. Remember, the volatility is high, it can try to cool off a bit before it tries to bounce back again, and possibly 13,200 levels should be a very good resistance level for NASDAQ 100 for any further rise. And beyond 13,200 we will be looking forward to 13,500 as well. So yes, this is a retracement on the charts which can be expected, but ultimately eventually it has to fall. So any rise, any high, wherever you see NASDAQ 100 going towards 13,500, 14,000, you can again take a long term short position at around those levels. Now where to go short? So yes, if you see US 100 trading below 12,150 next week, here is the major support which if it breaks, then possibly we will be looking forward to again at 12,000, 11,900. So this is also going to prove a very strong support. Below that we will be looking forward to 11,740, and then towards 11,500. See, it has got lot much of room on the downside. However, I will be expecting it to bounce back a little before looking forward to a drop, and hence 13,000 levels plus levels cannot be denied before it looks forward to a drop again. Beyond 11,500, 11,200 can be seen, and then 11,000. This is the milestone which NASDAQ has to achieve. It can do wonders. See, from 12,350 to 11,000 levels, almost 10%, and these are days when you can see it covering these 10% in 2 days itself. In fact, it can reverse rise for 10% in 2 days, and then drop can be expected. So yes, you can trade as per these levels, and yes, do not forget to be cautious in this zone. Always, whenever you trade an entry, whenever you take an entry, you have to always keep your stop loss at cost. Whenever you see your trade in profit, either do it manually or put a trailing stop loss. Whenever one milestone is achieved, take a profit, and then you can re-enter. If it is trying to trade in the same direction, you can again re-enter and take profits more. Every milestone, secure your profits and then trade accordingly. So this is all an advice from my side. Also, keeping stop loss at cost is always beneficial. You can enter, re-enter thousands of times, but it will protect you from any adverse situation when the markets swing in the other side. At least you are safe, that you are not losing your capital. So trade accordingly. And that's all from my side. Reach out to me for any of your trading or training related guys. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading week ahead. Thank you.